Hey guys, what's up? So you must have seen the 1.1 video of geography. So now I'll be dealing with the 1.2. It is still an introductory video. We will not be dealing with any specifics whatsoever, and we will be dealing with only with questions as and when they come. And it will be dealing specifically with prelims, although the syllabus will cover the mains also. And this is presented by me on the YouTube channel Unacademy, and just trying to impart some high quality accessible education. I hope it's worthy of your time. And if you have any doubt or any query, do comment below the video on YouTube or on the Facebook page. As you know the drill by now. If you have not seen any other video, please watch before and stop right here. You will not get much of the things if you just continue with this, if you have not watched previous videos. So Indian geography, the syllabus includes drainage system. Obviously drainage does not mean your sewerage. Drainage means drainage of water, how rainfall occurs and ultimately it leads to sea or the groundwater. This is what is called as drainage. Then river, various type of rivers, their features. The very important questions, a perennially important question is peninsular river versus Himalayan rivers. Now efficiency and productivity, agroforestry, this is all related to agriculture, dryland forestry, green revolution, seasons of cultivation. Then agricultural features, all these are agriculture features: tea, cotton, sugarcane, jute, oil seeds, gram, coffee, wheat, rice, anything you might think of, their problems and their solution. This is the basic. ये नहीं पता करना कि at what temperature what is grown and all, that is not needed. Then resources of India like mining, physiographic factors, iron, coal, problems of coal mining, water resources, interlinking of rivers, etc., etc. Then India's climate, what are cyclones, does it happen in India only, where it all happens and why does it happen in that particular zone only. Then we will deal with monsoon, what is seasonal reversal of winds and all, southeast becoming southwest, this type, then passing through interconvergence zone, intertropical convergence zone, ITCZ, and then becoming this. So this is southeast, this is southwest, and these are wetlands. And finally the cropping pattern. What is difference between cropping pattern and cropping system? All these will come as and when we'll reach. Soil types I have already covered. Please watch the biodiversity videos and their distribution. Everything I have covered. Profile, chemistry, texture types, it is all covered. And finally 5 type of physiography of India, that is Himalayas, northern plains, peninsular plateau, coastal plains and islands. These are the 5 major types. People may classify them further also. Northeast region containing like Western Ghats, Northeast region, they have forest and all, so they are also types, but major types are these only. Now economic geography includes basic requirement for location of a factory. Then what is a Weber's theory? A factory means basically secondary industry, the manufacturing, and not the service sector. Now it will cover service sector also, but Weber's theory do not deal with that particular aspect. And it can't predict rise of Facebook and Flipkart and Amazon. It basically deals with traditional industry of late 19th and 20th century. Spatial limit theory, very very important. Major industries in the world, especially dealing with iron and steel. Now what is primary pole, what is secondary pole, what are the distribution of natural resources like coal, iron ore, sugar, cotton, bauxite, copper, silver, platinum, diamonds, uranium, thorium, petroleum, oil, gas, shale gas, natural gas and fertilizers. Specifically the shale gas and natural gas are becoming extremely critical. You must have heard that farmers who are going Gwar in Rajasthan and Haryana, and they like literally became millionaires in terms of rupees overnight because of the price of Gwar, because it is needed in the extraction of shale gas, especially in USA. That is why it got imported, and it fetched at least 100 times price what it usually would have done. Anyway, moving forward, obviously there are current issues. I can't list all of them. Obviously, it is understood, but El Nino and La Nina, obviously, they are very wherever important all the time. Natural hazards like earthquake, like Nepal had an earthquake. India also had an earthquake, specifically in Bihar, of the same Nepal earthquake I'm talking about. Avalanche in Himalayas, obviously, because of this earthquake, there was an avalanche. Avalanche means falling snow in layman's terms, but it's a bit technical. Then coal mining and related issues, extremely critical for this year, extremely critical. Reason behind unseasonal rainfall in March 2015. See, if you do not know any reason for unseasonal rainfall, the best bet always is western disturbance. This is the best bet, but obviously you have to go beyond it if you want to get good marks. Then energy crisis, example biofuels. What are biofuels? What are alternate fuels? What is biodiesel, ethanol? What is Jetrofa? And all these things you must be knowing. And if you don't know, please know them now. Coral reefs I have dealt with, mangroves I have dealt with. Tiger census of 2015, you should go through it. Recent Forest Survey of India report, if you have time, do at least go through the summary. Then Law of the Sea, something is called as UNCLOS, please read it, UNCLOS. United Nations Convention of Law of Seas, marine population. Now environment and ecology, obviously it's always important: global warming, climate change, endangered species, critically endangered, threatened, vulnerable, WWF, etc., etc. So now what are the types of questions which will be they be asking? See, basically there will be conceptual questions by and large, specifically in mains. Factual questions will be mostly restricted to your prelims examination. Now there will also be current based questions which are obviously both in prelims as well as mains, mainly in mains, and map based questions. They are usually restricted usually to prelims but also in mains. So now this is a question, okay, consider the following towns of India. Bhadrachalam, okay, I never heard of it. Chanderi is obviously in MP, I have been here also. Kanchipuram, obviously everyone know, down south Tamil Nadu. And Karnal is obviously in Haryana. So which of the following are famous for production of traditional saris? See, obviously I know Chanderi, it is in Ashoka district and it is very famous for silk sarees. Kanchipuram specifically for its sarees. So 2 and 3 I'm more or less sure. I've never heard of this name 1, and Karnal I just know for dairy products, National Dairy Research Institute. So 1 is obviously I don't think the answer, because 3 must be there. So 3 has to be there and 2 has to be there. Okay, so D is also eliminated because 2 I know. So either it can be 2 3 or it can be 1 2 3. So this is what is called as elimination method. So I will still go with my gut instinct and mark B, because I really haven't heard Sadi famous of Bhadrachalam. I might have heard because I've read a lot. So that is called as confidence. So I think answer will be 2 and 3. Now moving forward, consider the following rivers. Barak. Okay, I've heard the Barak river originates in Manipur, and then it passes also through Mizoram and the nearby areas, and it goes also in Bangladesh. I don't know for sure, but Bangladesh also. So most of the rivers in India don't flow northwards and they flow southwards, because they come from like this and then they go like this. So I don't think it will be from passing from Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, obviously no. Lohit is a district in Arunachal Pradesh, so for 100% sure Lohit river will pass through Arunachal Pradesh. And I am like not really sure of Subansari. So still I can eliminate 1. So answer is 2 and 3. So obviously answer will come. This is called as elimination method. You will not know the answer perfect 100% of the time, but still you should mark it, because people like me will mark it and then you will lag behind. Okay, Cardamom Hills, obviously it is in Kerala, so, and Tamil Nadu you can say. So it is at the junction of Western Ghats plus Eastern Ghats. At max you can say Malabar coast, but definitely not Coromandel coast. Definitely not Coromandel coast. It is best at the junction of Western Ghats plus Eastern Ghats. Camor Hills is in Jabalpur. I have been here. It is not on Konkan coast at all. Mahadev Hills is in central India, no doubt about it. And Mikir Hills is in northeast. So obviously answer 1 and 2 are wrong, 3 and 4 are correct. So answer is C. It's very very simple, because I've been to these places, most of them anyway. Now Turkey is located between. See, Turkey was in the news because of Twitter ban. Okay, Turkey Twitter, Twitter Turkey. That is why they have asked it. So people who are ingenious and curious, what they will do is they will go to the map, they'll search on Google, and they'll just go to Wikipedia and they will easily locate Turkey. It is at the junction of Asia and Europe. So obviously some part is in Asia, some part is in Europe. So obviously Mediterranean Sea has to be there. And only sea which is close to Mediterranean Sea is either Red Sea or Black Sea. So answer is Black Sea and Mediterranean Sea. Okay, Caspian Sea is towards Asia, way towards Asia. Gulf of Suez is a part of Red Sea, and Gulf of Aqaba is also a part of Red Sea. Dead Sea is between Jordan, Israel and Palestine, and obviously Mediterranean Sea is surrounded by 20 different countries. So answer is Black Sea and Mediterranean Sea. But now this question becomes very important. You should know all these features now. So I will clarify them for you. So this is one way of how to study. So I will show you now. See, can you see these countries? Okay, so this is called as Norwegian Sea. This is called as Arabian Sea. This is called as Persian Gulf. This is the Caspian Sea. So which all countries surround? See, first of all, we will start with Aral Sea. Aral Sea is surrounded by Kazakhstan in north and Uzbekistan in south. Okay, it is done. Now this is Caspian Sea. Caspian Sea is surrounded by Kazakhstan in northeast. This is Russia in northwest, then Azerbaijan in west, Iran in south, and Turkmenistan in southeast. Okay, 5 countries surrounding Caspian Sea. Okay, so Caspian Sea is also done. Now Black Sea is surrounded by Russia in northeast. Now see how it changes. Ukraine in north, then we have Romania, then we have Bulgaria, then we have Turkey. Okay, so these are the countries which surrounds Black Sea. So Turkey is obviously between Black Sea and Mediterranean Sea. You can see it very clearly. This portion of the Turkey is belongs to Asia, while this portion of the Turkey, 3 to 4%, it belongs to Europe. Now Mediterranean Sea, so infinite countries around it, so I will not name it: Spain, Portugal, France, Italy, Greece, Algeria, Morocco, Tunisia, Libya, Egypt. You name it and they surround by it. But still you should know at least where it is located. Now this portion, this is called as Gulf of Suez. Okay, so it is surrounded by Egypt. And this portion, this is called as Gulf of Aqaba. It is surrounded by Saudi Arabia, Israel and Jordan. Okay, and this is called as the Red Sea. Red Sea surrounded obviously by Egypt. This country is called as Sudan. This is Eritrea, and just below it is Djibouti. Now this is Saudi Arabia and this is Yemen. So these are the countries surrounding the Red Sea. So is that clear now? Absolutely clear what all seas are there surrounding you and which countries surround them. Still not clear? Okay, I'll make it clear. So this is the Caspian Sea. You can see it clearly. Absolutely. This is Kazakhstan. I have just told you. This is Russia. This is Azerbaijan. Capital is Baku. This is Iran and this is Turkmenistan. So this is Caspian Sea. Please remember it in your head. And this is Aral Sea, Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan. Moving forward, this is Mediterranean Sea. I'll just list the countries, but you should have a clear idea that northward we have Europe, eastward we have Asia, and southward we have northern Africa. Now this is Black Sea, this is Romania, this is Ukraine, this is Russia, Georgia, Sevastopol. You must be knowing this. Russian, Ukraine, some issue. Remember? Don't remember? Please Google it. Turkey and Bulgaria. So these are the countries that are surrounding the Black Sea. By the way, why Caspian Sea is famous? Because it is the largest inland water body by area on earth. Now obviously you can see Red Sea. So this is Sinai Peninsula of Egypt, which was captured by Israel in the 7 Days War. What were the other territories which were captured? Okay, Golan Heights is in. It's a Syrian territory. It was captured. West Bank, Gaza Strip, Golan Heights, Sinai Peninsula. Please remember these territories. It was a war between Israel and the Arab world. Okay, just like go through your world history. This is Saudi Arabia, this is Yemen, this is Djibouti. Now you will say Ethiopia also, but can you see Ethiopia does not have a border with Red Sea? Is that understood? So this is Ethiopian border. So it does not have a border with Red Sea. Eritrea has, Djibouti has, this Sudan has, not even South Sudan, Sudan, only Sudan, and Egypt obviously. So these are the countries having border with Red Sea. So I'll show you now Gulf of Suez. So this is Gulf of Suez, you can clearly see here, and this is Egypt all along, and this is Gulf of Aqaba, this is Israel, and this is Jordan, and this is your Saudi Arabia. Please remember this map, this is extremely important. Now if you go here, this is called as Dead Sea. Dead Sea is surrounded by Jordan on the east, while it is surrounded by West Bank and Israel on the west. Obviously that's why it's called as West Bank. So Dead Sea, why it is famous? Because it is the most saline body on planet. Not the most saline, there are some or the other in Antarctica, but it is definitely the lowest point on the earth, which is not obviously Mariana Trench and anything, but where you can easily walk through. So it is approximately minus 400 meters below sea level. Now absolutely clear, Gulf of Suez, this is Egypt, this is Africa, this is Suez Canal, this is Egypt, this is Sinai Peninsula, this is Gulf of Aqaba, this is Saudi Arabia, this is Israel, and this is Jordan somewhere here. So is that absolutely clear now? And finally you can see here, this is Sudan, this is Eritrea, this is Ethiopia, this is Djibouti, and finally these are the thing, and this portion, this is called as Gulf of Aden. So now these are the seas. Aral Sea surrounded by Kazakhstan in the north, Uzbekistan in the south, Caspian Sea, largest enclosed inland water body by area. Northeast you have Kazakhstan, northwest Russia, southeast Turkmenistan, south Iran, west Azerbaijan. Mediterranean Sea, too many countries, still I'll go through them: Albania, Algeria, Bosnia Herzegovina, Croatia, Cyprus, Egypt, France, Greece, Israel, Italy, Lebanon, Libya, Malta, Morocco, Monaco, Montenegro, Palestinian territory, Slovenia, Spain, Syria, Turkey, Tunisia, United Kingdom. Not UK, but Gibraltar and British Cyprus. What is Gibraltar Pass? You must be knowing, between Portugal and the northern Africa, it's a very limited space of around 80 to 100 kilometers only. That close Portugal and North Africa are. This region is called as Gibraltar. Okay, this water body, and there is a land piece obviously which is named Gibraltar here. So these are the countries which is surrounding Mediterranean Sea. Idea is not key you will remember all the countries, but at least you will remember 5-10, and just in case MCQ comes, and suddenly it strikes you. That is the idea, not that you remember everything. People will say क्यों पढ़ा रहा है, why is he teaching everything? Obviously we can't remember, but that is not the idea here. Idea is to just identify an MCQ just in case it appears. Finally, Black Sea, we have Bulgaria, Georgia, Romania, Russia, Turkey and Ukraine. And Red Sea, obviously eastern border or eastern shore you show Saudi Arabia and Yemen, while western shore or border you show Egypt, Sudan, Eritrea and Djibouti, in that order, north to south. So is that understood? This is how you should study for your prelims, and then you will never get it wrong, ever. What is the correct sequence of occurrence of the following cities in Southeast Asia as one proceeds from south to north? See, it's a bit a tricky question, but obviously I know that Indonesia is the southernmost country in the Southeast Asia. Maybe Papua New Guinea you can include. So Jakarta is obviously the southernmost because it is in Indonesia. So this level of knowledge obviously you require. Then Singapore is below Malaysia. So Singapore is the next country. I am going from south to north. Now I am confused between Bangkok and Hanoi. So no one in their right mind can get it correct. Is that understood? Unless they have seen it like 1 week ago, but still I will Bangkok because I have seen it in the southern end, while Hanoi I have seen in the northern end of Vietnam. So I will go with Jakarta, Singapore, Bangkok and Hanoi. So obviously you can mark the answer. So Jakarta, Singapore, Bangkok and Hanoi. So I think answer is C, but people may confuse between Bangkok and Hanoi, but not in anything else. So obviously answer automatically becomes C because after 3, after 4. So can you see only 3 after 4 in this option? But obviously you know that 2 cannot come first, so 3 has to come after 4, so answer is C. So even if you know partial answer, you will get complete answer just by elimination method. So in this you can clearly see, so this is Indonesia, so it is in various islands. This is called as Sumatra Island, Java, this is Java Island, this is Sumatra Island, and this is Borneo Island. Borneo Island is unique because it has 3 countries in it. This is the obviously Indonesia, this is Malaysia, and third country is Sultanate of Brunei, and this country is called as Papua New Guinea. Okay, this is Malaysia, obviously Kuala Lumpur, this region is Singapore. So Jakarta, Singapore, and obviously now can you see why it was confused? So just see, if it is Ho Chi Minh City, then you would have gotten wrong because it is south to Bangkok, but since it was Hanoi, so it is north to Bangkok. So this is very difficult, but otherwise you could have made out. Anyway, so you अब आ ही गए हैं तो पढ़ लो. Manila is in this is Philippines, this is Vietnam, Cambodia, Phnom Penh, Laos is here, and this is Thailand, this is Burma. Obviously we have this Nagaland here, and this is Taiwan, and these are all the territories here. Okay, now in India the problem of soil erosion is associated with which of the following? See, the term is problem, not term soil erosion. Terrace cultivation prevents soil erosion, सबको पता है. In Mussoorie when we were there was terrace cultivation. It used to, like, soil used to be gripped by the plants, and hence soil erosion was prevented. Deforestation in any part of the world will obviously lead to soil erosion. So answer is 2 obviously, and tropical climate has absolutely nothing to do with soil erosion. So answer is 2. But just in case if it is a term was there, so 1 or 2 can also be there. Just in case, it depends on the interpretation of examiner, but I'll still go with 2 only. So answer for me is B. And finally, okay, second, finally, most important strategy for conservation of biodiversity together with traditional human life in the establishment of, I don't need to read the option, it is biosphere reserve. You must have, I have told you 1,000 times, core area, then you have a buffer area, and then you have a transition area. So you, all these region, everyone knows these region. So in core area human activity is not allowed, but in others restricted or complete human activities in harmony with nature is allowed. Botanical garden has nothing to do with human activity, it's just preservation of plants. National park, no human activity. Wildlife sanctuary, no human activity is allowed. Especially the traditional human life is not at all allowed. Research purposes maybe. Okay, this is what I called as factual question. इसमें कुछ नहीं कर सकते, इसमें रटना ही पड़ेगा. So Dampa Tiger Reserve, I know it is the largest tiger reserve in Mizoram. Gumti is in Tripura, just I remember TI for Tripura. This is a simple mnemonic which I made, so obviously it is not in Sikkim, that is 100% sure. And Saramati Peak is in Myanmar, and some part is in India. So obviously Nagaland is bordering with Myanmar, so you can safely go with it. So answer is 1 and 3 only. So this is how you prepare for prelims. So I hope this tutorial was some significance to you. In next 1.3 introductory video, which will be the last introductory video for geography, after which we will begin full-fledged geography lessons. Do spread the word and be a part of this education revolution. So I hope this 1.2 was enough for prelims. and now we will see how to write answers in mains, how to make good diagrams, and how to be to the point and get the maximum marks, because it has lot of weightage in paper 1. Let me tell you, technically paper 2 paper 1 of GS, don't eat my head, ऐसे भी comment करते हैं. So these are the URLs and all the links. This is Twitter handle and Facebook page, and thank you for watching the video. Have an awesome day.